with everybody out there, man. It's your boy Big Flaco. Just to clarify the video that you guys are going to be hearing, man, because there's different, speculations, different statements. I did get 15-year sentence, presumptive 7.5 years, presumptive, right? That is accurate. I think I mentioned that in my previous video, but I wasn't clarified. As you're going to learn in this video, depending on my behavior, right now I'll be out in 12. But I do have access to knock up to 40% of my time, and eventually get out in 6 years. So it's all going to depend on what my behavior is and how I behave. Certain laws have hit the system, and we're just going to go from there. I may be out in 12, or I may be out in 6. It's all up to me. And with that said, enjoy the video. What's good with the YouTube? Y'all already know Big Flaco from a converse perspective. You already know what time it is, smashing, dashing, sliding on through with a whole lot of energy. So please hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to help support your boy, and hit that bell notification for future fire content. Man, I love the troll critics. I love the hater critics, and for the most part, I'm not advised of as what people say, right? But it's funny when people make comments or say certain information, and what courtroom were you in? You know what I'm saying? Because the courtroom I was in, I know what sentence I got, and I know that I'll be going home soon. And we're just going to keep it at that, guys, as far as with my sentencing. They ran everything concurrent, both the shooting case and the sex case. So everything should be, with that, in addition, they gave me 7.5 years on the shooting cases, okay? And then with that, they ran everything concurrent with 5 years with that, leaving me to be going home pretty soon, guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have their different theories of what happened or what went on in the courtroom. I still got a little bit of time to do. But the fortunate thing with Arizona right now, and this is a good thing, is that now you can work off time. Now you can take certain classes. Right, they'll knock off 15%. You take this class right here, 20%. You can get it down to almost 50% of your time now if you do the work. And I got enough time, to do so. So that is a blessing. And with new people coming into office and new prison reform occurring, who knows? There may be some more breaks, right? But Arizona starts you off at 85%. And then additionally, they give you an additional 77 days they take off additionally when you get to prison if you're a first-termer in Arizona. On top of that, like I said, you can actually get taken off a total of, I think it's 40% more, which is actually 55% as far as time credits. So that's a positive thing, unlike California, you have the 35%, you have the automatic half time. So yes, at first glance, when you see it, the time sense, it looks like it's a lot of time, but it's not really as much as people, should anticipate, because I'm going to get into those classes. I'm going to do all those things I have to do to get it down to where I'm out in 6 years. I'm out in 5 years. So, before people start to run up and make comments, don't speak on something you don't know unless you're sitting in my seat. It's just kind of interesting that I appreciate those that show support, And the majority do show support. It's just there's always those people that just want to have their opinion, and they're just negative about their own life, so they have to be negative about your life. That's how I look at it. If you can't find joy and fun in your own life and create positive memories, and you're more worried about focusing on trying to project things on people, actually, project what you want for that person, which is whether it's positive or negative, man. That's just, you're putting your own life, you're putting too much energy into somebody's own life instead of your own, and, there's a lot of things that happen with this case that, I'm upset about, I was told certain things different, I wanted to fight the case at trial, but, I was told that I wouldn't be able to. I think what I should have did was just plead guilty to the charges, the drug cases, and without any type of deal, and then I should have took the other case to trial because I really wanted to take the gun case to trial, guys. But with all the other cases and everything, I mean, that right there, if they want to take one to trial, all to trial, if we take one to trial, then I had to do what was the best interest for me. And believe it or not, I didn't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I was willing to catch whatever time because I'm a firm believer and I'm hard-headed, you know what I'm saying? And so I know what I did and didn't do, and as I discussed in the previous deal, about the stand your own ground state, how things developed, and, even, the omission of the dude, posed a threat towards me, I had the right to do what I did. You know what I'm saying? The funny thing is I never had my day in court. I never had my day to speak my mind. The prosecutors never even heard what happened. My own attorney never even heard what happened, and the first time, the real story's been put out was recently by myself, and now all I got to do is keep on pushing forward. I'm not washed. I'm not a lifer. Whoever said that, you're you kick yourself in the ass for talking out of turn on something that you don't know. I'm going to be seeing daylight probably early next decade. You know what I mean? If not the start of the next decade. Which is 5 years away. So around that time, I should be coming home. I already got a little bit of time down, but I'm gonna go in there and like I said, there's nothing really I can really add as far as my sentencing. This is what happened, and I was looking at a total of, let me see, the total with worst case scenario could have been 35 years. And the prosecutors asked for 29 years. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I did better than that, I did all right. You know what I mean? It just this is how things work out, man. And I'm gonna continue to do what I do. Continue to maybe do some positive things once I get behind the wall. I got 6 years, maybe 7 years to do some positive things behind the walls and try to build something productive for when I get out. I'll still be relatively young, and maybe this is what I needed. Maybe I needed some time, to reflect back on that lifestyle. The lifestyle that I tend to wiggle in and out of my whole life. And maybe I need some time to reflect on what I really want to do and what my true authentic self is. And I don't feel no different than I normally do. I'm already it's kind of different this time because I'm older and I'm out of state. And, I'm on my own. I'm not there going over there with a homeboy here or knowing these people or anybody, man. So I'm going on a whole new playing field and, I know what to expect, So I'm just going to go from there. And I appreciate everybody that's been supportive. I appreciate everybody that's seen the ups and downs and stuff that happened in life. I've always been one to just showcase what's going on with myself because I'm not afraid to show who I am or what's going on in my life. It is what it is, And people have to capitalize off that, as we know. Like I said, a lot of times people are so insecure in their own self, right? That they have to worry about and project negative things upon others, and that's okay. If that's what if that's what makes them happy, so be it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just not my style. It's not my style. What you see is what you get. And at the end of the day, I don't. There's always a possibility that I don't come home. You know what I'm saying? And I keep that in real perspective, real time. Anybody that thinks different, you can. It's just like I've said in numerous videos, you can go in there with a 2-year sentence. There's no guarantee you're coming home. There's no guarantee that you don't get your life sentence. There's no guarantee that you don't, someone doesn't take your life. And those are the realities when you enter prison. And I never, ever am going to act or try to act like they don't exist. Because they exist for anybody going to prison, and for the fact, if anybody that ever thinks that way, that's when you're going to maybe someone's going to get that ass if they want it. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore, you got to stay on your toes and do what you do, man. It's kind of, it's going to be a trying task, and depending on where I go and what's cracking, that'll depend on how much, ACP will be coming out. We have enough videos to go for a long time, and I got some lineups of interviews that are coming. Which is going to be good. The channel's still going to go, and you're going to have a real convict perspective coming up from prison, as well as others as well. So, just stay tuned, man. Life isn't over. Things happen for a reason, man, and I'm okay with that. I could be upset about all the bullshit, and I could be ranting, but you know what, man? Fuck it. Let's roll. Let's go. Let's do this. And let's do this positively as we can. I gotta be true to myself, and now you're starting to see a little bit more. I love to help people, right? I love to try to help people. I love to be positive. But a lot of times I would suppressed certain things in the last 4 or 5 years as far as who I am, as far as how I really think about certain things from time to time, because I was trying to be more professional, and I was trying to say what I thought at times was the right thing for the public, for the youth, and all that. But you're seeing a little bit more of who I am and who that person is. Doesn't mean I don't like to help people. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean I don't like to try to help and take people down a positive route. And I don't wish anything that's going on with me. I don't wish it upon anybody. But at the same day, I'm always going to be who the fuck I am. And a lot of times I was suppressed it. I think the last 2 years you see more of my actions, rebel because of that, and a lot of that was, because of usage, but at the end of the day, that's who the fuck I am, too, I am what I am, and I do what I do, and if nobody likes it, then so be it. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything coming from, someone that wants to comment or someone that wants to do a video. It's because that energy's not going to be there if they see you face to face, and that's what really counts. Everything else is fantasy and superficial. Is fake, until it presents itself, until your presence, exists amongst those that have certain feelings, And I don't hate nobody, Jay. I pray for everybody. I pray for people to find peace. I pray for them to find God. I pray for people to find love. I pray for people to find the best way of living their life, right? As long as their life and their ways don't affect me. Once that happens, then there's a problem. But other than that, even the ones that try to hate, this has always been there, right? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't get told what's going on. Nobody sits there and gives me a rundown, and I've asked for that because I don't want to be bothered with the bullshit, and if people are going through it, man, even those that maybe I've had past issues with, if you need someone to talk to or you're having any personal issues, anybody, right? You're saying I'm free. I have a lot of time on my hands, right? And my mental thinking is very clear. It's not disrupted with other things, and my mind isn't going down a different path. It's going down the right path regardless of where I'm at. And so I wish and pray for everybody out there. ACP will continue, and it will get better. It's been a rough couple months, but man, we've been producing and dropping some hot content. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't been catching the algorithm, man. So tap into more of our videos, man. With that said, your boy Flacco from ACP. I'm out.